The resurrection story completely transforms how we view death and power. It's the only documented case in history where someone conquered death through their own divine authority. Let's explore why this matters so much.
That's fascinating, especially how the Gospel of John captures that pivotal morning, Mary Magdalene discovering the empty tomb in darkness, her frantic run to the disciples. The raw emotion is palpable.
Well, you know what strikes me most? The human element and how those disciples responded. The younger one outruns Peter but hesitates at the entrance, while Peter just charges right in. These details make it feel so authentic.
And then there's this dramatic shift to Ezekiel's vision. These otherworldly creatures with multiple faces and wings moving in perfect synchronization. The contrast is remarkable.
Right, and what's really compelling is how this text weaves together both the deeply personal and the cosmically supernatural. It's like we're seeing individual human experience connected to these grand, universal implications.
So how does this connection between personal and divine relate to the metaphor of spiritual armor that the text develops?
Well, that's exactly where it gets interesting. This spiritual armor isn't about aggression or dominance. The text specifically mentions the breastplate of righteousness and shield of faith as defensive tools, completely reframing our understanding of spiritual strength.
You know what fascinates me? The way it builds this cosmic armor through layers of praise, starting with individual elements and building to this universal crescendo.
Exactly. And it's like constructing a spiritual fortress through worship. The text presents this fascinating practice it calls spiritual jujutsu, where negative forces aren't just resisted but redirected toward positive outcomes.
That's such an important distinction. It's not about passive acceptance, but active engagement with these forces.
And here's what makes it truly revolutionary. It acknowledges human imperfection as part of the journey. The text specifically mentions how the sacrament of confession was designed around human needs, not the other way around.
The way it describes transformation through praise and service rather than domination is quite radical when you think about it.
Well, it all circles back to this fundamental truth about divine love preceding human love. God loved us first, as John puts it. It completely reframes the spiritual journey from achievement to participation.
That's such a powerful way to understand it, not as a quest for personal glory, but as a response to an existing reality.
And you know what? When you really grasp that concept, it transforms how we understand strength itself. Instead of power being about control, it becomes about this capacity for love and service that actually requires more courage than traditional displays of power.
So it's offering a whole new paradigm for understanding human potential?
Exactly, and that's the revolutionary heart of this message. It's this radical reframing of what true power looks like, suggesting that our greatest strength might actually lie in our ability to serve others rather than dominate them.
Well, that certainly challenges our modern notions of success and achievement.
And that's precisely why this message remains so relevant today. In a world obsessed with individual achievement and power over others, this ancient wisdom offers a completely different path, one where true strength is measured not by what we can take, but by what we can give.